Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is a GSR 3301 Setter. It's a Tier 7 British light tank. It's located on the north spawn of Prokhorovka, and it's under the command of Wazwulf of QU1NN. And he's got bounty vents, coated optics, and I think that was also the well, it may have been the low noise exhaust. Can't remember for certain. Now, it sounds like we've got no sound, so I'll try and restart. Good. Well, we've got the sound, and there you go. The engines are on, and we'll be up and running in a second. Game on. Okay, well, this is the tank that eventually led to the CVRT, which, of course, as you all know, was actually built the light tank, which ended up as being the Scimitar and the Scorpion. Now, depending on which actual set of guns he's got, they did actually have 75mm and a 6-pounder, and, well, we're waiting to find out exactly what he's got. Okay, just have a look. It's gone into the bush. 135 Alpha. He's already spotted a light tank, an AMX 1357 up at the center line. Now, 135 indicates that he's got the 75mm main gun, and it is the top gun, so he's got the best configuration. Now, I do know that Skill for LTU does not think much of this tank. He really thinks it's very, very bad indeed. And it's probably the weakest of the light tanks that are on the British line. It's got the worst in class DPM and Alpha. It's very vulnerable to ramming. It's got very poor accuracy when sniping. About the only thing it does have is very good penetration with its rounds. And it has great gun depression, but mind you, that's only 10 degrees. And it's got a very small size, which does allow it to be concealed from the enemy. It also has a pretty good power to weight ratio in terms of actually getting moving, but it's also got a subpar top speed. It can only do 58 kilometers an hour. 58. That is ridiculous when you consider the ELC M90 will do 70. So very, very poor in speed. It's really ideal for hiding from the enemy and just spotting. But so far, we haven't got any spotting. None at all. We did see that AMX, and he did take damage, but it wasn't us who actually spotted him when he took those damage. Shots going from a Giro in the distance. We've got him sighted and marked for our teammates. Are we going to get some damage on him? Oh, now that looked as if it actually struck home. That did, and now he's picking up the spotting. Now, I do approve of what he's done in terms of spotting position. Wazwulf's gone to exactly the right spot. You don't go up there where you're likely to get a blind shot. You actually sit lower down, and therefore the enemy can't actually work out precisely where you are unless they come close. He's actually ahead of where the other snipers are. Can see them all lined up behind him, and some of them are actually taking damage as well. That may be down to the AMX, or it may be that somebody in the other end knows they're up there and checked the fencing just to see if they were down. And there's the AMX 1357, and now he's getting spotting on that guy. And notice how the AMX 1357 didn't spot him at all. Now he's changing position, because once the AMX is down, there's only two other light tanks in the game. There's a Leopard, and who else? I'm trying to look it up to see who the other one is. T71DA, that's the other one. He's a Tier 7. So now he's managed to move a long way south for his teammates. This is fantastic work. Love this. Oh my god, he's so far south. This is really, really good indeed. The SFV's come back over here. Now that's a threat to us. Because, yeah, he is a light tank. I didn't think about that guy. Their top wheeled vehicle. Now he's decided to open fire and the guy goes down. Did we get spotted? No, we didn't. And look at that. We now know where the enemy is. And he's actually able to shoot these guys. And they still can't see where he is. So fantastic job here by Wazwulf. Marvellous. The Stug goes down. It's getting closer and closer to the bottom. And I think that's it. I don't think there's any more enemies over this side of the map. So I think the enemy are being boxed in. Oh, there is. This one. It's an Su-85. Now, he's managing to get round this guy. And yes, the kill shot goes to our Semavente. But fantastic work here by Wazwulf. He's picked up 1,158 spotting. And even the enemy's trying to fire rounds where he was rather than where he is. Now, we found the GW, but he's firing at the Bishop first. Didn't get the kill on the Bishop. That actually went to the AMX 1357. The GW goes down. He gets the spotting on him as well. So he is doing tremendously well in this game. And yet he's not picking up a huge amount of spotting according to the tabs, but it is really good. You pray for a spotter who can actually spot like Wazwulf in a game like this, because it means so much in order to win. Okay, the Leopard's gone. There's only 2 enemies left now. He just spotted one of them behind, or it's actually to his right. He's doing this, and there's an enemy tank. The T-71DA is just behind him. He's trying to engage the Churchill 7. Now, need to get over the lip because you don't want to get taken out by the T-71 from behind. Now, pull back, pull back, pull back. That T-71 could still do him harm. He is getting shot at. And now the T-71's gone. The last enemy is this Churchill 7. Well, he locked on, went tunnel vision. He's still trying to get around this Churchill, and he gets the kill shot. But, oh my gum. Yes, needs to go to third person more often. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was an ace tanker, a first ace tanker for Wazwulf in the setter. He managed to get a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage. He got a fire for effect for doing more damage than hit points for his own vehicle. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 5 exactly. And on top of that, he got a patrol duty for spotting at least 6 enemy tanks and being the only one spotting them whilst they were being damaged. His win rate from that one, 3,917, which is Super Unicum standard. And yes, I did say he was doing incredibly well, because he really was in this game. Very, very well indeed. That's why, of course, first ace tanker. If you look at the tables, we can see that he didn't get the highest damage. That went to the M4A3 Easy 8 on his own team, who actually picked up a Confederate on 1,776 hit points. Second highest was the Churchill 7 that he killed right at the end, 1,574. And the third, well, that turns out to be Wazwulf with 1,244. His team was pretty good, actually, because you see that only 2 players on his team actually didn't get any damage at all, and 2 players on the enemy team as well. When it came to kills, we can see top scorers were the AMX 1357 on his team, who also got a Pascucci's medal, so he must have picked up both enemy Artys. 3 kills went to the Semavente as well, and then 2 kills went to the Easy 8 and the Paulak, and on the enemy team, just their Churchill 7 managed 2 kills. In fact, only 3 players on the enemy team managed to get kills at all. When it came to Wazwulf, he only got the 1 kill, but it was the last enemy in the game. When it came to base XP, you can see how high he was. 1,263. He was the only one to get over 1,000 base in that game, with 832 going to the AMX CLC Biz, who picked up a patrol duty as well. And where else have we got? Those are the only ones with the medal. And so, yes, the top 3 were all on his team, and he was the best of them. Go to detail. 13 shots fired. Only 13. 10 direct hits and 9 penetrations. 1,244 hit points, of which 297 were at more than 300 meters. He got very close to those enemy tanks by sneaking down the tree line, or the bush line, I should say. And yes, they still couldn't see him when he was shooting them almost from point blank range. 4 hits received from the enemy, all 4 penetrations. He got awfully close to that Churchill, whilst the T-71DA was actually shooting at him from behind. And 7 enemy vehicles spotted, 6 enemy vehicles damaged, 1 killed, and he got 2,692 hit points as spotting assist in that game. 95,546 credits on a premium account, including 50,000 for a mission completion and 4,736 experience points as well. It was an exceptionally good game, actually. I think you could say that you'd think that he would actually get more in the way of XP out of that one, but it was a nice first ace tanker. He really did use it well. The small size of this thing, it just crept up on the enemy, and before you knew it, he was actually almost, as I said, point blank range shooting them, and they still couldn't see he was there. So yes, very nice. He could have probably ended up with more kills, but his teammates were quicker at the shooting the enemy, mainly because, of course, he was giving them such great spots. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. Wazwulf has sent us more replays recently. In fact, we've got some very good replays coming up as far as I know. And if you did enjoy this one, please give it a like, and thank you for watching.